Hello everybody, welcome to Kurdish Lessons podcast again. So this is Gule speaking and I am very happy to see you again. So after a long time I decided to record a podcast for my followers, for my students and for you. So basically in this podcast I'm gonna read a story. It's a very short story, but after reading it, I will try to explain each sentence slowly, step by step. So I hope at the end of this podcast, you will understood almost everything and you will see description of the text below the podcast, okay? So if you don't understand any place, just check the description part, you will see the story. So if you are ready, let's start. Limala me. Our text is called Limala me. In our home. Limala me. Jareke limala me jivatek runishti bu. Jnishka ve khorteki boz porzer u chavshin lideriye meda. Derbasi hundir bu. Yek u yek سلاف دا جواته و رونشت رنگ و روی وی خورتی گلکی بالکش بو او جواتا رونشتی جی همو اسمر و چاورش بون هما من دید یکیش جواته یکسر بر خدا وی میوانه نو و گود دزانی کو دل من بیه وکت بوز دشوته طيبت دورزي هاوينه ده هون گلک خواه ددن یکی دی دسپیکر و گوت چرمه سپی گلکی لاوازه نکاره مینا یه اسمر برگیریه جخوا بکه یکی دی جی دست وانگرد و گوت بگومان رنگه اسمر تم جیه سپی چیتر و جوانتره یکی دی گوت چاوین رش جیشین خوشکترن یکی دی گوت مانه جلورا پرانیا هلبستوان و دنگ بیجان پسنه اسمران و چاوین رش دایه حتی دمکی اف بابت دانه دست هف همیان تقز لوه یکی کرکو پوست سپی پور زر چاوین هیشین تو بهای خواه نینن بطیبت بو زلاما هیچ درفت ندانه وی گنجی کو باخوه یانجی برگیری جخوا بکه هما هیدی که خورته چور بوز پرزر و چاوشین زانی کو جهوی دوی جواته ده نما دا خواه و رابو شپیا کو دا هره لی بریا کو بری بکوه به یک گوتنه برسوا همویانده و گوت او پرتاله گلک باش به نپیدیوی رکلامه. So if you are ready, now we are going to translate. I will try to explain each sentence step by step. So first sentence says جارك لمالامه جواتك رونشتي بو. Once, one day, okay? Jareke is used a lot when we speak about old happenings, like stories. It is literally once, okay? Jareke lama javatek ronishtibu. So lama, as you know, it's in our home, okay? In our home. So javatek ronishtibu. Javat, it means conversation. And it also means the group of having a conversation. So when you see a group of people, they are speaking like together, so you can call them javat. Okay. For example, I know when in our village people gather and they speak, my mom says javata ma khosha. Like our conversation, our gathering is nice. Okay, so in this sentence, لما لامه جواتك رونشتي بو. In once in our place, a group of people like speaking, they were seated, okay? Runishti were like literally they had sat down, okay? Jnishkave, suddenly, Jnishkave, suddenly, خورتکی boz, porzer و چاوشین لدیری مدا. Here our subject is خورتکی boz, porzer و چاوشین. So خورت is our subject, boz, porzer و چاوشین, they are adjectives for this subject, okay? And the verb is لدیری مدا. لدیری مدا, like knocked on our door, okay? Knocked on our door. So a young boy, khort, like a grayish, yellow-haired and blue-eyed young man knocked on the door, knocked our door, okay? Darbasi hunderbu, he entered inside. Darbasi hunderbu, he entered inside. Hunder is inside. Darbasi hunderbu, okay? Literally passed inside, okay? Passed by inside, literally, but it is he entered, okay? Yek u yek slav da jvate oranisht. Yek u yek, like by one by. So by one by, he greeted this group of people, jvate, and sat down, okay? Runisht in the past, runisht. And don't forget, runishten as a verb, it is a compound verb, okay? So you say in the present tense as rudenem, to rudeni, au rudene, am hun au rudenen. And it's an intransitive verb. In the past we say as runishtem, to runishti, au runisht, am hun au runishten. Okay? So till here is everything perfect. رنگ او روی وی خورتی گلکی بالکش بو. The color and the face of that young man was really interesting. گلکی بالکش بو. گلکی بالکش بو was really interesting. Okay, رنگ او روی وی خورتی. You know why it's very interesting? Because Kurds are mostly, they are black skinned, and they have black eyes, okay? That's why for writer it is gelegi balkeshbo. And the next sentence, أو جواتا رونشتي جي حمي or حمو أسمر و چاورش بون. أو جواتا رونشتي جي حمو أسمر و چاورش بون. And the group of people that were sitting أو جواتا رونشتي, that seated group of people, okay? أو جواتا رونشتي. So رونشتي here is like past participle and it's like a verb, seated people, okay? So you can do adjectives from the past stem of verbs. For example, shushti, washed. Runishti, seated. Pakashkri, cleaned. Khwandi, like read, okay? So here, Aujvata Runishti, that seated group of people. Hamu, Esmer, Uchavreshpun. All were dark-skinned and black-eyed. Esmer, Uchavresh, okay? For black-skinned people, we say Esmer, okay? So I will read this first passage again for you to just re-listen to it and see what you understood. Jareke limalame jvatek runishtibu. Jnishkave khorteki bos porzer uchavshin lideriye meda. Darbasi hunderbu. Yek u yek slav da jvate u runisht. رنگ او روی وی خورتی گلکی بالکش بو. او جواتا رونشتی جی همو اسمر و چاورش بون. Okay, so this was our first passage. We have only 4 passages. Okay, next one. Hema min dit yeki jijivate yekser bere khodawi mevane nu ugot. So hema is like immediately, okay? Hema min dit I saw yeki jijivate, one from this group or conversation, yekser bere khodawi mevane nu. Yekser like directly, okay? Yekser. Bere khoda we mevane nu. So bere khodayin literally to give your side, but it's like to return to someone, okay? So like suddenly mindit I saw yeki jijivate, one from this conversation, yekser suddenly, no, yekser like directly, okay? Directly return to this new guest, we mevane nu ugot, and said, Dizani ku dile min biye wakata boz dishawute. Dizani, it's like a beginning. Do you know? Okay? Dizani, do you know that dile min, my heart? So here we have an expression. It's a phrasal verb. Dile min bu tatatatant dishawute literally means my heart burns with tatatatant, like you feel pity, okay? Like, so in this sentence it says, do you know that I feel pity for those who are like you. Dilemin b ye wakata, like those who are like you. Ye wakata boz dishawate. Boz, we said it's like grayish or like blonde, like literally gray skinned, okay? Boz. You know, actually boz is mostly used for animals. We say haspe boz, but in this text it's used for a young man. So, dizani ku dilemin biye wakata boz dishawate. Do you know that I feel sorry for those who are like you, boz? Okay, blonde. Taibat duwarze havinede, especially in the summer. So warz is a season, like damsal, it's synonym. Taibat, like especially, or you can say bataibati, especially. Taibat duwarze havinede, especially in the season of summer, in the summer season. Okay? Hun gellek khwahteten, you sweat a lot. So khwahdan, it is to sweat, okay? Hun gellek khwahteten, you sweat a lot. Yeki did the speaker, another one started and said, Ugod. Yeki did the speaker, Ugod. Another one started and said, Charme spi gelleki lawaze. Charme spi gelleki lawaze. The white skin is very weak. Gelleki lawaze. Nikare mina ye esmer bergeriye jkhobke. So bergeri je tatatant krin, like to protect, okay, to protect itself. So charme spi gelleki lawaze, it's very weak, the white skin. Nikare cannot mina ye esmer, like dark skin, protect itself, okay? Charme spi geleki lawaze. Nikare mina ye esmer bergeriye jkhobke. Cannot protect itself like black one, okay? Yeki diji dest one girt ugot. Another one like joined them and said, so dest one girt like took their hand, so he joined them, okay? Dest one girt ugot and said, Beguman, like for sure, without doubt. Beguman, range esmer, tim gsp cheter ujwantere. The dark color, the dark skinned color, like the dark skin, tim is always, tim gsp cheter ujwantere is always better and more beautiful than white one. Yeki di god, another one said, Chaven rash ji And also black eyes جيين شين خوشكترن are more beautiful than blue ones. So چاوین رش جيين شين خوشكترن are more beautiful than blue ones. Okay? Yeki di got, and another one said, Mane is like a question marker we use at the beginning of sentence. Isn't it? Like, you will ask a question, but you know the answer actually. You just ask to ask, okay? Mane, jileura, isn't it? That's why jileura, prania, helbestvanu, dengbejan, the most of payets and dengbes, pesne esmeran, uchaven reshdaye. Isn't it? That's why the most of payets and dengbes praised esmers and black eyes. So, pesendayin, to praise, okay? Pesendayin. Pesne esmeran, uchaven reshdaye. So now we finished the second passage. I will reread it and you will see did you understood it or not. So hema mendit yeki jivate yekser bere khoda wi mevane nu ugot dizani ku dile min biye wakata boz dishawte taybet dwarze havine da hun galek khoda yeki di the speaker ugot charme spi galek lawaze nikare mina ye esmer bergeri jkhobke یکی دی جدست وانگرت و گوت بگومان رنگی اسمر تم جیه سپی چتر و جوانتره. یکی دی گوت چاوین رش جیه شین خوشکترن. یکی دی گوت مانه جلورا پرانیا هلبستوان و دنگ بیجان پسنه اسمران و چاوین رش دایه. So we finished the second passage as well. Now the third passage. حتى دمكي اف بابت دانه دست have. حتى دمكي like literally until a while. And so like for a while اف بابت this topic دانه dest have. So like people for a while spoke about this topic. Literally دانه dest have, like they handle this topic to each other, like all of them were saying something. Okay? حتى دمكي اف بابت دانه دست هف. حميان تقز لوية كيكركو بوستسبي بوريزر جافين هيشين تبهاي خونينن بطيبت بوزلامان. حميان تقز لوية كيكر. So all of them, so تقزكرن to make sure, okay? So all of them like they ensured this one that post-SP, like the white skin, the white body, porezer, the yellow hair, javin heishin, blue eyes, tu bhaye khoninen, they are not worthy. Bataybet bozlaman, especially for men, okay? Buhaye khoninen, they don't have any price, they are not worthy, okay? Buha, we know that it means expensive, but also like worthy, okay? Valuable. So I will read the same text. حتى دمكي اف بابت دانه دست هف. حميان تقز لويه كي كركو پوست سپی پوريزر جاوين هيشين تو بوهای خونینن بطیبت بوزلامان. So we finished the third passage as well. Now the last one. هیچ درفت ندانه وی گنجی کو باخوه یانجی برگیری جخوبکه. So درفت means opportunity. درفت داین to give chance, to give opportunity. So هیچ means like قط, at all. هیچ درفت ندانه وی گنجی. They didn't give any chance to this young boy at all. کو باخوه, in order to speak. Okay? هیچ درفت ندانه وی گنجی کو باخوه. They didn't give any opportunity to this young boy to speak. Yanji or bergeriye jhobke, or to protect, to defend himself. Okay? Hema hedika khorte chur boz porzer u chavshin zani ku jehewi dijvate den nama. So hema, we said it's like immediately. So immediately, but here it says hedika, like slowly. Khorte chur, this white young man, grayish, porzer, yellow-haired and blue-eyed, knew that there is no place for him to stay in this jivat, in this conversation group. Okay? Zani ku jhewi dve jivate dan nama, like didn't remain. Okay? Da khwe urabu shpia da kuhare. So the verb is here dan khwe. It means to give himself, herself, but it is like intended to. So he intended, Rabu shpia stood up in order to go. Da kuhare, da ku biche. Le beria ku bre bikave. But before he goes, le beria ku bre bikave. So bre keten, like to set on, we say in English, like to start going. Okay? Le beria ku bre bikave biyek gotne berswa hemuyanda ugot. But with one saying, biyek gotne berswa hemuyanda, he answered all of them and said, او pertale gellek bashpe ne pediviye reklameye. If a piece of cloth is really good, it is not needed. It doesn't need any advertisement. Ne pediviye reklameye. Reklam is reklam, advertisement. Okay? Ne pediviye reklameye. It's like it is no need any advertisement. Okay? So I hope you understood most of it. Now I will reread it, but I'm sure that this time it will be easier for you to understand. So let's start. Lmalame. Jareke lmalame jvatek runishtibu. Jnishkave khorteki boz porzer u chavshin lideriye meda. Darbasi hunder bu yek u yek سلاف در جوات او رونشت. رنگ او روی وی خورتی گلکی بالکش با. او جوات رونشتی جی همو اسمر و چورش بود. هما من دید یکیش جوات یکسر بر خدا وی میوانه نو و گود. دزانی کو دل من بیه وکت بوز دشوته. طیبت دورزه هاوینه ده. هون گلک خواه دادن. یکی دی دست پیکر و گوت چرمه سپی گلکی لاوازه. او نکاره مینای اسمر برگیری جخوا بکه. یکی دی شی دست وان گرت و گوت بگومان رنگ اسمر تم جیه سپی چیتر و جوانتره. یکی دی گوت چاوین رش جیه شین خوشکتره. یکی دی گوت مانه جلورا پرانیا هلبستوان و دنگ بیجان پسنه اسمران و چاوین رشتایه. حتی دمکه اف بابت دانه دست هف. همیان تقز لویه که کرکو پوست سپی پوریزر جاوین هیشین تو بهای خود نینن. بطیبت بوزلامان. هیچ درفت ندانه وی گنجی کو با آخوه. یانجی برگیریش خوبکه. هما هیدیکا خورت چور بوز پرزر و چافشین زانی کو جهوی دوی جواته ده نما. دا خواه و رابو شپیا دا کو هره. لی بریا کو بره بکوه بیک گوتنه برسوا همویان دا و گوت او پرتاله گلک باش به نپیدوی رکلامه. So this was our story. I hope you enjoyed while listening to me. And this podcast is getting really long. We will see. So I read the story from the book of Diya Juan the writer is a perfect lady, an amazing, talented writer, Dia Juan, and the book is called Kanerash. So it was published from Nubahar, and I read it not long ago, but 2 months ago. I always wanted to make a podcast from one of these stories, but now finally I did. I prepared one. So my advice is for you to listen to it several times. Before you listen to my explanations, try to write it down, what you hear, check it, okay? It will improve your listening skills, reading, okay, vocabulary. And thank you so much for joining me. It was always a pleasure to see you here. So حتى بوستكدن حتى بودكاستكدن بخاطره و قال لك سباس جبو هرتشتي بمين بخير وفرشيدة. باي باي.